My name is Immaculate Onyango. I'm the coordinator of Mathare Girl Power Project, which is based in Nairobi. We work within the urban slums in Nairobi, and we also work within the villages in the upcountry outside Nairobi. Outside Nairobi, we work within 5 counties, and currently we are in Kajiado County, Migori County, Nandi County, Kisumu County, and Turkana County. And so far, we have managed to go to 4 counties, and I'm going to give a brief on exactly what we have done there. But I'd love to look at the components that Mathare Girl Power stands for. We have a mentorship component, that is the urban slum mentorship that goes on within our 10 schools in Nairobi. What we do within the mentorship program is we look at the curriculum that we have, and we take the girls through the topics and the life skills that are there in terms of how to deal with themselves. We have a total of 14 topics within our curriculum, and all these topics, the girls are taught on how to be able to take care of themselves, how to be able to build courage, and also how to be able to stand up for themselves. And at the end of the day, we want to build a living, we want to inculcate a living mechanism among the girls, and also to help them in future to be able to define exactly what they want to become, and how they can be able to contribute into the communities that they're coming from. The other component that we have within the program is the feeding element. We have a school breakfast feeding program, which is all supported by the Contribute Foundation, and we feed a total of over 4,000 kids within the schools that we work with. And every morning we give them breakfast, that is the porridge that is prepared with the school's workers, and together with our team we monitor and we supervise on how the kids are given the porridge. Originally we gave them all these things for cooking the porridge, and currently we even bought them a few cups, because some of these cups get lost, and since they are plastic cups, some of them also they break, and we replace them so that the kids can all get cups and use them during their breakfast feeding. We go as far as doing the second feeding for the class 8 students within the schools, because the class 8 students extend their programs in the evening so that they can have extra coaching as they prepare to do their end of exams. So we make sure that we also look at how they can be able to be comfortable as they do their extra learning, and by that time we give them an extra cup of porridge to keep them going for a few hours as they continue revising in their studies. The third component that we have in the program is our baby, which is the outreach program. And we love the outreach program so well because it is a program that happens within the villages. And that means we travel a distance of over 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours from Nairobi to go to these different counties to be able to reach out to these girls within the rural settings that are very far away from the towns and that no people can reach out to. So we have our mentors and the team that does our documentation travel for over 8, 9, 10 hours to be able to go to the other side and prepare for the outreach sessions. In an outreach session, we normally go to, every week we have an outreach session that is conducted within the 3 schools. So whenever an outreach team goes out, they have 3 nights in a different county, and in every day they have a school to attend and do the outreach session with the girls for a whole day. So basically, what do we do during these days? We make sure that we take them through the curriculum. Because we cannot exhaust the curriculum, all of it with the girls, we look at some of those issues that we want to address, like menstrual hygiene, sanitation, and reproductive health and rights. Because these are the topics that these kids really need so that they can be able to make informed choices. Some of the learnings that have come from the outreach program is like the teenage pregnancy. These girls get pregnant as early as 13 years, and they start their menstruation as early as 9 years old. So they become very sexually active, and we believe through the program you're able to take them through the issues that their parents cannot talk to them about. And these are the issues on how to take care of themselves during that time when they are when they are on their menses, even when they are not on their menses, so that they can take care of themselves and they don't get pregnant at an early age. But we realize that most of these girls go to school when they are pregnant, and the teachers don't know about it. And the parents, some of the parents know about it, because apparently, being that they're coming from very poor and vulnerable backgrounds, their parents also entertain the girls to go out there, get some money, use whichever means they are able to use, and bring something back home for the parents to eat. Mind you, these are the parents who are not working. Both parents are at home. They rely on farming, and the farming that they're doing is just subsistent farming. The farming that is just growing a few crops for them to be able to survive and put something on the table. So, and then there's also another threat that is coming up is a lot of these boda riders, the motorbike drivers. They also contribute in the teenage pregnancy for these girls, because they entice these girls with small things so that these girls can give into them, and they end up being mothers at a very early age. And they don't even marry these kids, because at the end of the day, they are young, they cannot be married, they cannot consent, but they take advantage of them. So what we look at as a program is also, how do we reach out to these motorbike drivers or boda drivers, so that we can also sensitize them on how to be able to safeguard the children, and also to look at these kids as their own kids, so that they don't exploit them. So that is something that we want to look at again as a program, and see how do we mobilize them and how do we sensitize them, so that we can work hand in hand with them to be able to make sure that we work together to keep the girls in school and not exploit the girls as a tender age. We also got some learning in terms of sanitation, because we realize most of these schools don't have proper toilets. Their toilets are worn out. They don't have bins for the girls. The girls don't know where to dispose their sanitary towels. So and there's no water as well. So we are looking as a program that if we can be able to continue looking at the issues of environment, which is a core thing in our program, we can be able to address the issues of sanitation and the issues of how the girls can be able to keep themselves clean, not only during those days, but keep themselves clean. And actually what we are thinking about as a program is to be able to provide them with tanks, water tanks, and because it's in the village, they can be able to harvest the rainwater. And when they harvest the rainwater, they can use that water to be able to use during those days, and can also use that water as a drinking water, because the sanitation is poor because of lack of water, and because they don't have a tank, because they don't have a river nearby, and the terrain of where the schools are located, they cannot get access to city council clean water. So generally, we have to harvest water for them to be able to access water. Alternatively, if they can't get that, then they can go to school and then leave school early, go to the streams and fetch water from the streams, which is not clean. As a program, we're also looking at how we can provide water guards to the families in the rural areas, so that they can get up their water and you put the water guards in the water to purify the water, so that it can be safe for drinking, and we can make sure that the health and safety of our girls are in safe hands. So we are looking at the learnings that we are learning from this outreach program, and we are saying that yes, we are not currently providing the water guards, but yes, we can provide, and we can also talk to the teachers and the community to see how we can be able to work together and tap the rainwater, which is free, and we are lucky that we can harvest the water and use it for our daily consumption. Another learning that mentors have also been learning throughout the outreach program is the distance. In the villages, the schools are way apart from each other. So in order for us to reach out to the interior village school, we need to use the local transport. In most cases, we use the motorbikes because there are no proper roads that lead to those schools. And when you look at the distance factor, it is also a factor to these girls, because when they're during that time of the month and they don't have clean water in access, it becomes very difficult for them to go to school because of the distance. But because we can provide the sanitary towels for them, we can provide the clean water for them. We have already donated a few tanks to our urban schools. We are hoping we can donate 5 other tanks to the outreach program schools. It will come in handy to help them so that they can come all the way, because they know they'll have school They'll have food, they'll have the sanitary towels, and there'll be water for drinking. So in that case, we'll have addressed the issues for the girls in a holistic manner. Another learning thing that came through the program and interacting with the girls, we came to realize that some of the girls are HIV and AIDS positive. And as a result of the mentorship program, they were able to open up to our mentors and talk about how they acquired the disease and how it came about. And being that we are in our curriculum, we also have a topic on HIV and AIDS as a whole component, we took them through those sessions. But at the end of the day, that is not enough, because our mentors make sure that they link them with the HIV counseling and testing services around that place, so that they can be put on ARVs at an early age, so that they can continue sustaining their life and continue taking the drugs. There is need for courage, because it's not so easy for anyone to go to a clinic and go and request for the drugs. So through the mentorship programs, we are able to teach them that life, they can manage their life, they can go for the drugs, they can take the drugs promptly according to the time that is required, and they can still be in school regardless of their positive status. And we are saying as a program, we also want, because we are doing HIV and AIDS counseling talks and sessions within the program, we want to go an extra mile. We want to have a link with the HTC services. We want to have a link with the government hospitals, because they give free medication. So once we have that rapport, we'll be able to make sure that our kids who are affected will have a rapid flow or a regular flow of these drugs to sustain them within the schools. The other learning that we have within the outreach program, which is also overwhelming and it is really helping us a lot, is the population of the girls in the rural areas is very big. Due to the big population of girls within the rural settings, we normally send 3 mentors. And the reason why we send 3 mentors is because we have a very high population and we have different sections of the girls. So we divide these girls in different classes and different age groups, so that each mentor takes a different age group and takes a different class. In that case, we are able to reach them closely, and we are able to have a one-on-one session with them, so that they can be able to concentrate, and at the end of the day, they can be able to ask questions and open up if there are issues. Our mentors also act as counselors, because so many of these kids have issues that they don't know how to share. They undergo mental issues, they undergo psychological issues that they don't have a platform to present. So when we have the sessions where we divide our mentors in different sessions, it becomes very easy for those ones who want an extra session with the mentors those girls can be able to get access to the mentors and discuss on issues that are affecting their lives. And they not only end up there, but a follow-up is done with the mentors through the girls themselves. And I believe by so doing, it gives them the courage to be able to open up. It gives them the courage to be able to find solutions, and it gives them hope to continue living and working towards making their life better. In a nutshell, I would say that we've encountered challenges, because most of these challenges are challenges that give us an option to think outside the box. And one of the challenges is, for instance, we were anticipating a certain number of girls in the outreach program, and we were anticipating that we carry a certain number of packets of sanitary towels, and then we go get the number of girls have gone up. We were lucky because we got some help from donations from Me to You Foundation that gave us reusable sanitary towels and menstrual cups. So together with the sanitary towels that we carried for the girls, that we give the girls, we combined that with the reusable sanitary towels and the menstrual cup kits. So we made sure that the reusable sanitary towels and the other sanitary towels that we carry are given to the girls. Because of the number, we are able to cover for that deficit. And then the menstrual cups are given to the female teachers because they are large and they cannot be used by the young ones. So I believe in future, when we are looking at how to be able to supply our sanitary towels to the girls, we need also to factor in the flow of the girls, because not every girl has a regular flow. Some girls have more heavy flows than others. And through the outreach sessions, we've realized that these are key to them. And when you're issuing a packet, some of them want 2 packets in a few cases. But when we have reusable sanitary towels, we can be able to give reusable, because this one can be washed and cleaned and dried in the sun and can be used again. So we have managed the numbers through the support that we've got, and we hope that as we continue doing the programs in the next quarter, we will still look at the emerging issues that are coming up and come up with possible solutions. We are happy that we are able to accomplish what we have done. We are also happy that we are getting to learn new things that we had not anticipated. And we are extremely happy as well that we are able to also come up with solutions that can be able to work for the girls. And we've realized that when we bring in other key partners, like getting people who can give them drugs on ARV, getting people who can support them also in terms of regular counseling and working with them close to their schools or within their schools, it has really helped us as a program. So I would say that I'm very glad that we are able to pilot this outreach program. I would say that we really want to continue with the outreach program because we've seen it has a very big impact. So far, we have reached 12 schools within 4 counties. We are yet to go to the 5th county in the next quarter, and we believe that when we wrap up all the 5 counties as we had planned, we shall have reached over 15 schools as we had planned, and we shall have reached over 3,000 girls in the outreach programs. So for now, we are still preparing to be able to continue teaching them. The teachers who are trained by our mentors on how to do our curriculum programs have now taken over. So it has not ended with the 3 outreach session days. It is now being taken over by the teachers, and the teachers have now put on the shoe of our mentors to be able to continue with the program. What we are doing on our side is to follow up through the head teachers, to the teacher in charge, so that we are able to make sure that every time information is being passed to these girls so that we do not give a vacuum. Thank you very much.